gonna nominate somebody that go in the sand, and then you're gonna find out who coming through the door.
Yeah.
I would be mad as hell if it's CT. Like if
Yeah.
Jarrell,
I'll be like, y'all
okay,
me
I'm fine with I'm fine with going against Jarrell. Jordan, I may lose, but I'm fine with that. This is a grown ass man. This is a grown ass man walking in with a mace, and you think I'm gonna stand here in the sand and accept this L? No, book me a window seat now. What is wrong with you?
Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. We are back with a brand spanking new episode, brand spanking new season of the Challenge 39, Battle for a New Champion. And this episode, I think it was good, and we got a lot of thoughts on it, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it.
Yeah, so we pick up off the intro episode. So basically, in the intro episode, talking about the guest, the challengers came into the house. They had to do like a mini challenge and all that. So they ended up spending a night in the arena. So we pick up there where TJ basically announces that it's already time for the first challenge. Like, these people didn't brush their teeth, didn't shower. He was just like, go change and meet me at the spot. So we get to the first challenge where TJ announces that this season only one person is winning. So basically it opens it up to any region, any gender, anything. But he also lets them know that the prize money is only $300,000. And everybody, you know what, I really rock with Emmanuel, because he was like, hey, I'll take what I can get.
Yeah, niggas was ungrateful.
They was so ungrateful. I was like,
they was so ungrateful. $300,000. Ain't nobody clap, celebrate, nothing. This man was like, hey, that's gonna change my.
I was like, do y'all have $300,000 in your bank account right now? Y'all need to clap. Y'all haven't won nothing from the challenge before, so 300 is enough. I mean, it's
exactly
good.
Like, that's why I said I'm really glad that Eman was just like, I'm winning this money.
Right, I'm gonna rock with it.
Back in the day,
he said, I don't care. I want the money. I'm good. I don't care how much it is.
Yeah, that's why you got to bring the OGs back. That's a lot of money from per weekend. They like, oh, 300,000. Back then, they wasn't playing for 300,000.
Exactly. They was playing for bikes and $5,000 in a T-Mobile Sidekick. So TJ does let them know that the actual prize money is $500,000. But in order to get that, there's various ways they can increase their pot. So basically, they have to win challenges, which will give them certain denominations. Also, did he say about the elimination? He said, he basically explains 3 stages of the game: control, chaos, and conquest. In the control phase of the game, that's level 1. Everybody will be playing as a team for the first time ever, which is stupid, but we'll get into that a little bit later, because there's parts of that I do like, but right now
I like it, but it doesn't give you much to go off of for who you like
exactly
episode for who you're gonna throw in. You're just making up reasons at this point. It's literally 24 people. I don't know what you was doing, because I was doing what I had to do.
The next part is chaos, where he doesn't really go into it, but as the audience, we know that chaos is where the champs will come in, and basically they will have to beat the champs, and if the champs win, they take money from their pot. And then the last part of it is conquest. Like we said, once they actually get to that part, however many left, that's where they will be fighting for the grand prize or whatever is in the pot at that time. So TJ explains the daily challenge was called Hold Control, where everyone must work together to try and everyone works together to try to get some money. The players have to jump into a large muddy pit, and each player must go up the pit not necessarily with the pole, but they also have to get 24 poles out of that pit, and then every player has to get out of the pit, and then they also have to put the poles, which will create the challenge logo in sequential order. And they only have 10 minutes to do this, and TJ lets them know that it's pass or fail. So
let me tell you something.
The prize money is $50K. So if they pass the challenge, they get $50K. If they don't, they lose it, and they can never get it back together. And I'm just gonna say, although Kieran was smart in his strategy, However, none of that worked out at all.
So when they initially was coming up with the idea, and they went to him for the military experience.
Yeah.
The initial plan was genius. And I was like,
but that's not what they did.
Oh, that's that. But it goes into what they was talking about a deliberation later. So I know we'll touch on that later. But initially the plan was genius, but it was just for the mud pit. They never came up with a plan for the goddamn puzzle. and they never specifically pointed out who was going to do what.
Yeah.
So they just was like, oh, we got 10 minutes to get in and out the pit, and then we can do the puzzle. You don't have not that motherfucker designated to do the puzzle. You don't have a strategy for how to get the puzzle pieces out. So while you're focused just on getting everybody out the mud pit, you still got these pieces and these people who got to run it back and forth and still do the puzzle. It's like, did y'all even think fully about everything, or you just full stop just at the mud pit?
Yeah. We'll touch on this later on, but Berna does try to explain or at least give feedback to the plan because she is acrobatic. And she says this very much has, some of those qualities that she has to do in acrobatics, but they weren't paying Berna no mind. But yeah, like you said, in the pit, they had a plan where they was going to get, I think, like 3 of them out, and then they would kind of pull everybody else up. But basically, none of that happens. They let granted, it was fine letting all the girls out. But then when you have all the boys down there, you don't have nobody with muscle helping the girls with these poles. So they're trying to and I think Michelle said it's like these poles are wet. We can't get a good grip on it. You have 12 girls trying to move these heavy ass puzzles, and you got like 14 or 12 guys down there trying to, pull everybody up. It's like, come on, disperse a little bit. Have at least like 3 guys helping with the puzzles. Like, be able to be the muscle. Like, I need you to move this. They could have 2 people in the back. Like, okay, this piece go. One also, they could have just picked everything up and then started moving stuff once they got everything lined up. That's what I would have did. Pull all these puzzle pieces up, and then we move and shuffle where they need to go.
They didn't designate jobs. Like you said, like they didn't designate jobs. Like they didn't have people designated for the puzzle. They didn't have designated runners. They didn't have people designated to help pull people out the pit. Like it wasn't, it was half of a good strategy. Like you only thought about 1/4 of the challenge. You forgot about the other 3/4, which was the puzzle, getting the pieces, and then getting everybody out of the pit.
Yeah. I think
also
the challenge MTV, whoever in charge of the gameplay, they was like, we got a budget and we got to make sure they can't reach it. It was like first
10
obstacle.
minutes is crazy.
10 minutes is crazy. First
10 minutes is crazy.
That's crazy. Like,
it took them literally 9 minutes just to get out of the pit.
It did. It took them 9 minutes and 40 seconds to get everybody out of the pit.
They didn't make it. In the end, they lost the 50,000. So TJ lets them know that they got to go back in the house and deliberate on one name to go into the arena. And again, I said this before, I don't know why they're not naming these arenas no more, because it's been an arena for like the last 6 seasons. And what happened to the Gulag? What happened to the grunge match? Like, what happened to they was like, nah.
The proving ground, the killing floor, the duel.
They just say everything is the arena, man.
It's so many other names. The dome, something.
It was just too many names. They was just like, we gonna stick to their arena.
They've been so simplistic, man. I need these gimmick seasons back.
Back to the house. We see everybody choose their rooms, and Berna is upset because she didn't get a room with Michelle, and she just feels so isolated. And everybody is partying, get to know each other, mingling, and Berna is in the bed, sleep.
Yeah.
Before you continue, I just got one thing. Who the hell nominated Jay to give the damn toast? You are not Johnny. No, sir. When I saw him stand up, I said, Who the fuck nominated him?
I mean, who else are we going to give it?
I don't care. Anybody.
Why? I think he's the only.
He's the most seasoned veteran there. I know.
Out of them. Yeah.
And Big T already gave. Big T technically gave the first toast in the Zero episode, and then he's right behind her with the most seasons played.
Yeah, so he's the most seasoned out of all the.
I don't care. All the guys. Get Jay down.
Also, we'll touch on this later. But not Big T being the most hated in the house, like.
He's not the most hated. They don't want her because
she's the biggest threat. She's the biggest threat, and I'm like,
that bothered me a lot. I didn't like that. That really did.
They were just looking for a reason, but I understand. I think from watching the show, you can see that that Big T is great socially, and she be in the back. But they be trying to act like she always on everything to come up with a mastermind plan. She did that one time. Don't try to play her and make sure a sneaky person and she's coming up with.
I didn't like how they also kept trying to say like she's just like this big giant threat. We need to get her out of the house. And I'm like, do you know the people that you are talking to are better than you in this moment, in this room?
Yeah.
If only one of us can win, why are you conspiring against a girl?
Everybody's talking. So Big T tells basically some of the female competitors that she doesn't, and I think Huey was there too, that she doesn't have, I think it was, I don't know who it was. It was Big T, Melissa, Huey, and some other people. They were all drinking. She was like, I don't have no grand plan. And then she, right in the same instance, she tells us she's aligned with the whole house. Like,
she's like, I got a grand plan. And it's out, which I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
But if we want to speak about people like plans and everything, once everybody's talking to each other, trying to figure out what they're gonna do for the vote, and the guys get together and like, it should be a girl. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, the logic doesn't make sense. Because first of all, even if I, as a girl, mess up the whole challenge, you still can't come to me and tell me to throw myself in. You still can't come to me and tell me,
no,
girl, I'm sorry. Yeah, we messed up, but I'm still voting for you. Like, I don't
care. I agree.
Like, for you to say it's only fair, this is the challenge. I don't care.
I personally didn't understand. Because, I got both sides of the argument. So I can say, yes.
I got both sides. However, the guys can't, outside of Kylan, none of the guys were at the puzzle. So they can't speak on what the females were doing.
Correct. So that's why I'm saying, like, if the only person who I believe, if you want to blame them for the puzzle, who was truly there, who had a voice, who probably could have made a difference, the only person you really could have said something about was Michelle. But then that's also unfair to her, because while she was the first one to the puzzle, she actually was doing good until all 13 other people came over and then screwed everything up. Because she was in the confessional saying, look, this is an end. And as soon as she put it down, somebody comes behind her and moves it. And it's like, bro, you screwing it up. Like, she had it. I don't even like Michelle, and I can say she was doing well.
Yeah. I think that's a reason to use this unfair and everything, because everybody was helping. And then once you finish pulling each other up, the battle is not done. You got to come and help us now. You can't just stand there.
Yep.
Like, if you just stand there and you know it, it's your fault too. So they didn't have a good enough reason to be like, it's a girl's day.
Yeah. So another name they was throwing around was Berna, because she just had a negative attitude. But at the same time, did y'all not see Berna compete last time she was on the show? Like, why y'all trying, like, yeah, she got a nasty attitude, but at the same time, one, she's from a whole different country. So half of this stuff, she's already like, probably just, I think she's from what, Turkey or like
Turkey.
That nature. But so her approach might be different from y'all. Y'all not even trying to understand her. Y'all just, she got a nasty attitude, Granted, Berna wasn't helping her case.
How about that? I will say attitude is still
Berna didn't help with her attitude.
Yeah.
But in some instances, it wasn't Berna's fault. But in a Huey instance, it was definitely her fault.
But
to be as far as interacting with the other people. And
but also when you're trying to, like, if I'm trying to talk to y'all and y'all not listening to me,
to her defense,
it's only something that's not gonna make me want to play with y'all. Like, yeah,
to her defense though, I would have an attitude too if I constantly was trying to talk to people and you were blatantly ignoring me to my face. it's one thing if I'm talking to you and like you don't hear me, but you blatantly can hear me and you just ignore me. And it's like, why? Like, I'm gonna have an attitude too. I'm gonna feel some type of way about that.
Yeah. And even in the mud pit in the challenge, she was trying to tell Huey,
this
is how you should do it. Everybody like, Burner, no, it's not your turn. And she was, they didn't show her like going up. They just showed her like trying to help Huey. And it's just like, they kept saying, Burner, no, it's not your go. And all she was trying to do is help. Like that will drink, like that will make me feel some type of way.
That pissed me off. I'm like, what do you mean it's not your turn? It don't matter who turn it is. We all got to get up the fucking wall. It don't matter if you go third, fourth, or fifth. We all got to get up the wall. Who the fuck cares what whose turn it is?
Yes, I agree with that in everything. But she's good as a physical player. But I think, like we said, she needs to work on the social game because sometimes
that's a big part.
I'm about to say sometimes these people are not even they're gonna be like, I actually don't care if she can win every challenge and help us. Some people will say that. Some people will be like, I take it so personally and then vote you out even if they know that you can help them, because she needs to work on that, because literally when Colleen was talking to her, she was like, actually,
she said, I don't need no advice.
She said, I didn't need no advice. I just want you to hear me. She said, I didn't need any feedback. I was like,
that was wild.
I was like, you don't want to play a game with people. You need to play the solitary games.
But we also do see that Callum and Michelle is brewing up a romance. However, Callum is like, I don't got a girlfriend.
Hey,
and then 5 minutes later,
let me tell you something.
Confession on the phone call talking about Callum's girlfriend, like, I love you, like, what?
But I need for her not to fall for any of this craziness, because if you ask someone if they have a girlfriend 3 times, they have not answered. I was like,
man,
I think he got a girlfriend.
That man was doing backflips.
I don't have a girlfriend, but I have a little situation.
Like, why he not answering straight? So
if you ask a man, does he have a girlfriend? If the first answer is either, if it's not yes or no, that man lying.
We do get to deliberation, and what I do like about this deliberation, it does give me old school vibes. All of the people in the house sitting in one room, like, you can't hide behind all these, just this group talking. We talking as a collective. I want to hear what y'all say. Let me know. So, we get to the deliberation. Burner lets the group know that she's sorry for coming off rude, which is very big of her, but she also know that, girl, get it together, because they will vote you.
Man.
So, and then Jessica.
I don't know why she made that speech.
Jessica
remind me of
on, and
who was the girl who said hate Earthlings or some shit like that before? That's what it reminded me of. It was like that type.
You know about was that Emmy?
Yeah, whoever it was that type. I got that type of secondhand embarrassment. Like, it hit me like that.
I was embarrassed. I was like, girl, what are you doing? Like,
why was Olivia not feeling Jessica?
Because Jessica told Kylan that she wanted to get rid of a strong girl, and she said, Olivia.
Which is correct. You do want to get rid of strong people. You just don't say it to anybody.
And first off, you got to make sure you're telling the right people too.
Yeah.
Gotta make sure you're telling the right
people. I don't know why he would say that.
Yeah. But yeah, so Jessica goes on this long spiel and lets everyone knows that she doesn't even want to win. She's just here for a good time. She said that if she would have won the money, she would have practically gave some to her mom, then gave it away to charity, which is great. However, this is not the place to be saying all that.
This is the wrong show.
And then she's like, if you guys keep me around, I'll make sure you get to the final. Basically, choose me. Like, I could be your stepping stool to help you get to the final. And I'm just like, girl.
Yeah, I think that hurt her more to help her, that speech. I think
that type of.
But I don't remember her being like that in Australia.
Don't invite her back, because I don't ever want to. Charity. Yeah. Come on now. Charity. All right.
People
I don't even think I don't recall her being this type of like sheepish person in the Challenge Australia.
If you're there for a good time, you're there for a good time. That's fine. But to say that you just gonna help other people win the money in the end, like you only here for a good time, like I don't think she understands. Like people don't come on this show for a good time anymore.
I'm
like,
not not anymore.
Those days are gone. Like people come on this show, like they really be trying to.
I mean, Nani comes for a vacation, but we're not talking about her.
All right. I'm gonna let you have that one.
Hold on, you get one free. I will say, speaking of Nani, I will say if she would have done this season, she may have won. No, she wouldn't have won, but
no,
she would have came second place probably.
She definitely would have came in second place again for like the time.
This season probably would have been her best shot to win.
The one thing in the deliberation that kind of stuck out to me was how vocal Nurys was about it not being a girls' day. And I enjoyed her defense because, again, G, to your point, why the fuck is it a girls' day?
Yeah.
But also, I
was like, come on, Nurys with the
she had me, and then she flipped it on my guy who was in the military who came up with the plan for the pit.
Kieran.
I was like, you can't attack the one nigga who helped you get through the first quarter of the challenge. Like, if we're gonna attack somebody, just throw somebody random name out. Like, say Corey.
Yeah, I didn't think she would get straight on him. No, but I'll come back to what is his name? The one that has a girlfriend.
Callum.
Who
the fuck told him he could talk?
Yeah, I was like Callum. I was like Callum. No, because
I didn't like the whole. Who told him? So what if y'all feel like? I didn't like the whole. What if y'all feel like the girls would lose next time? Which I want to say,
bro, when he said that, I said, "Hey man, get him off the show."
Yeah, I was like, that is not a good answer.
British Willie Cauley-Stein nigga off the show immediately.
I was like, that's not a good answer if you want the girls to be. You still need the girls to not vote for you.
He said, "Perform better."
Yeah,
I was like, this man is wilding.
That didn't make sense,
dude.
But I think Callum is pretty much filling the regular character of like the Kyle, the Bear, the tattoo flirty, like the flirt that doesn't really just talk outside his mouth.
Kyle was good at challenges and Bear was funny. Callum's just there.
I just into that what's that scary movie where they on FaceTime?
Hey, I done seen some movies now. Hey, this man gonna go missing. It's over.
All you gonna see is him be dragged back.
You know you're not supposed to get up and go check the actual. Oh no! Look, and I'll flick it again. Look, death. Don't edit this out either. Keep this in. This man don't turn on the light switch.
I'm about to say,
my computer died, so that's why I was like, what was going on? I thought it was because it's been raining. I'm thinking it's a power outage or something, but then I saw my TV was on. And I was like, damn, my computer died.
Some supernatural stuff. You about to get dragged to the
That chair was just gonna be spinning in circles for the next hour.
Give me a second.
Your ass is gonna be gone.
I'll be like,
that's funny. I love watching horror movies. That's funny because that's definitely the setup. So they ain't it like a horror movie? It's like you be on FaceTime. It was like on FaceTime or something like that.
Hashtag friend something. I can't remember what it's called.
Friend something. Yeah, that one.
I watched that.
But that man, I was like, oh, here we go. That man, he's finna be gone. It's been nice knowing you, partner. The good thing. It's been a good 11 years.
But yeah, Callum, he did make a decision with saying that and kept just kind of making that the argument, like, be better next time. Well, next time we're gonna make sure that it's you. Make sure he
gotta go, bro. For real. On the real, Callum gotta go. Because
I don't think
between now, strike one was the Michelle thing. Strike two was this deliberation. He got one more chance before he officially reaches I hate you status. One more.
So we get to the arena where TJ pretty much let everybody know that it's going to be a public vote, and everyone will have to vote for who they want to go down into elimination. Now, granted, when your back is against the wall, I understand doing what you got to do. However, you never sacrifice yourself just to prove a point. So basically, everyone pretty much is 22 to
20.
It's 22 votes for Jess. But even before we get to those 22 votes, TJ asked Jessica, "Who do you vote for?" And she said, "Champions are made, so I'm gonna go down and vote for myself." What?
Can I, before you finish, I actually think that my brain went to, she wasn't going to give you the I don't think she's a smart, but my brain went to, she's not going to give you the satisfaction of giving you a name for the next deliberation. So why not just use my own name? And if anybody else give you a name, then they got to deal with the heat. Because if I come back, I said somebody else's name. Now my name's still on the chopping block, but so is their name. And anybody who's working with them, it's a mess. So why give them satisfaction?
But I feel like if you was going to use that strategy, it had to be another name already circling. Like, if it's only me, it doesn't matter if I say another name, because if I'm gone,
that's true.
Who gonna say like what?
Right.
But I guess if I come back in the house, then when you was up for elimination, you said my name. So I'm gonna remember that's what he's saying.
But that only gives but that's only if she comes back, and then that's only if again
you gotta play like you coming back. You gotta play like you coming back.
Yeah, you do play like you coming back.
That's what I'm saying. So my point is, if I was her, I would have tried to swing the vote back around to. They already said Big T name. It was already like, what, 10 people against her? Yeah, that's still a high.
It was 10, but by the time they got to her, they didn't have them. She had like 18, 19 votes by the time they even got to her.
First of all, I don't think they came in there about to say Jessica's name, because it didn't seem like nobody besides Olivia was even mentioning Jessica.
Yeah. But then again, I also think because of her speech and deliberation, it made it easier.
It made it easier, but
way easier to get
half
rid of
the
her.
people I don't think were ever going to say her until they saw.
Nobody was going to say her name at all. Yeah. She sat there and set herself up for that.
Like she knew who to say. Who we just randomly said Jessica. A lot of them girls just randomly said Jessica. I was like, why did y'all say that? Just like she said, what? That's not the plan. And by the
that was never the plan.
That goes into my next point and why I agree with Horacio, because Horacio voted for Big T. And if you're going to be in this house, if you're going to want to be a champion, you got to stick to your word. Like, if our plan was to get rid of Big T, even if I stand by myself, I'm letting it be known that I want you out. And I'll whatever consequences I got to take, I'll take that. But I'm going to let you know that my vote not changing just because the house doing it. Like, And that's all I like about Horacio. Horacio not playing no bitch game.
I get that, but at the same time, we've seen what happens when people go against the vote,
but it's Horacio. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
if he got going to Sand,
I mean, I get it.
If he goes into Sand now and he gets to choose who taking him out?
I mean, if they want to make Horacio the next Derek by him just going in the Sand every time and him just picking off guys one by one. That's great television. I ain't gonna complain at all.
The rookies, Horacio's not going in every episode. No.
And I'm also glad that it's a public vote, so you can't hide behind these.
Yeah, you can't do votes. You can't do that.
I want to see who y'all voting for. I'm always a fan of the public vote.
Stand on business.
Hopper, no algorithm. Glad for that.
Stand on business every time. Stand on business.
The Hopper and the algorithm is suspicious anyway. So
I hate the algorithm. I hate these random luck of the draws, the lottery. I hate all that. Stand on business.
Yeah.
Every time.
So TJ also lets us know that because this first tier of the challenge is called Control, that Jessica, who has been nominated 23 votes, has the control to choose, or the choice to choose whoever she wants to go against. And she chooses Big T because apparently that's the name that's been going around the house. And
it was.
Yeah. If I was her, I would have chosen probably Colleen. But then again, this elimination.
Can they choose like woman and man?
I don't think
so. I think
I would have asked. I would have asked
I'm
TJ.
like,
I would have
yeah.
asked. I would have been that type of person who would be like, "Can I pick a dude?"
Yeah, because the eliminations are not physical. At least this one was not physical.
Yeah.
So why
Is
not?
this one, if this one isn't physical, can I pick a dude?
This elimination is called Fallout. So basically, the women are locked in a cube and suspended in the air. After clearing out the spaces of colored tiles beneath them, they must pull a rope to retrieve a hammer, and then they can smash the bottom of their little cubicle prison. And then the first person to free themselves from the cage wins the elimination. And when I say this is the worst elimination I ever saw,
What?
I was highly.
You thought it was the worst you ever saw?
Yes.
I've seen worse elimination. I'm gonna be honest.
Because what was the elimination?
I actually no, but but I think
what was the elimination?
For the time frame that they had, because the elimination was in the last 5 minutes of the episode, so they didn't do all the extra camera cuts and the theatrics. It was just straight old school. Like, look, this is what you got to do. This is how you need to win. You do it.
We go season 39. These eliminations need to be getting better, not worse. Like, why are they just throwing out towels and grabbing a rope? Like, what is that?
To be honest, though,
I didn't even.
This reminded me of the elimination that they had in the Inferno, where they was just in the same type of box, but they was just smashing glass, like, and then when you were done hitting all your glass, you smash one at the bottom and you fall through. It's just they just changed up the element.
Like, I would have preferred either like a 2-layer situation, kind of how they had it in what was it? Rivals, the one that
2.
Jack in
Rivals 2, where they had to go through the thing, where they had to
go. They I would have preferred like
floors.
A 2 or 3 level thing where they move the tiles to the first level, break through the glass on the second one, climb down the rope like a fireman or something, like, and then bring the. If they would have climbed down the rope, run the buzzer, that would have been better than this. This was just so
it was short,
like, literally
Big T won. I enjoyed it. I didn't mind it. It was to me, it was exactly what I needed in elimination. I didn't need no theatrics. I didn't need no complicated ass game.
Theatrics. I just want my elimination to be a little more oomph.
Well, you gotta think the game is just getting started. They normally ramp up the intensity level as it goes on. I do need to see a pole wrestle. I need somebody to break an arm. I need violence. I need somebody to leave in a goddamn ambulance. And I hope it's
PC. We don't get arm brokens anymore. So in the end, Big T is the winner, and Jessica gets to go home to her mother
with no money for charity.
I'm pretty sure she got her stipend. She was here for 2 episodes. That's like $400 probably. She got her per diem.
She spent that shit before she even got back to the crib. Come on. Let's not do this.
I'm happy Big T won. I mean, I'm pretty sure Jessica is on my team, but I wanted Big T to win just because I want her to be on the show longer. But it was a good episode. But yeah, it was a good episode. So let's get to our rankings.
Alrighty.
I can't never catch a break.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So in first place,
this cheating, motherfucker. This always cheating. He always be winning in the beginning, bro. Like, how he be picking all these people who get all these points? That's ridiculous.
Right now I'm in the lead with 139 points. My big player for this episode was Big T. She came in with the elimination win, and she had a lot of confessionals, and so did Callum and Michelle. But
you know, 3 main characters of the first episode. How the hell?
They were.
That's so unfair, bro.
Yeah. Okay. 139.
Coming in second place, we have Say with 110. You get a lot of your points from Berna. Aesop gave you some good points. That was pretty much it. James didn't really. Everybody had a confessional, so that was nice.
I remember seeing Mariah in this episode.
Mariah did not have a confessional.
She
I
had
remember.
one.
Yes, she did.
She had
yes,
one.
She
She
did. I
was like,
remember.
I'm Mariah, and if people know me, they know me. I'm very bad.
Oh, I don't even remember.
Mariah was talking. I
It was
forgot
literally
Mariah was talking. Mariah was talking
confessional.
Chuck and hers. She was.
And then in third place,
Why you can't say it with some enthusiasm? That's crazy. You be so disrespectful with it too. Like you can't win and be rude at the same time.
In third place, we have Gigi with 88 points. You did lose a player in Jessica.
That's a good team though.
Yeah. I think your main, you really didn't have a lot of people. Chauncey only
Jay's
got like
the only one I would say.
Confessional. I think Kylan only got like one confessional or maybe two. But yeah, so your big hitter was Melissa.
She should have got extra points for the sob story from Chauncey.
She said she want the points fairly tallied.
Look, you don't you don't know what it's like to constantly lose to this man. I don't want him to lose. Because he don't know how to win with grace. He win disrespectfully.
I haven't won technically. Like I said, only win on points. Y'all had the winners.
That's no, we know. I'm saying
now that we got the rule that our points are not getting eliminated.
Points are not getting eliminated.
I'm gonna be cocky until I don't have a reason to be cocky no more. I think I'm gonna win.
All right, that's fine.
Okay, well,
but Gigi, she got. I don't see who we.
Not the Paul. She got she got somebody. It's coming to me.
I have to look at your team and see. I mean, I think Jay and Kylie.
I got Olivia. What do you mean? I got Melissa. I got some people.
But your team as a whole, though.
It ain't about that.
It does.
Didn't it last season you literally had 2 people by episode like 5?
It wasn't by episode 5.
Honestly, Gigi, your ship is already sinking.
Thank you guys for tuning in with us and watching our video. Please like and subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you thought of episode 1 of season 39 of The Challenge, and we will see you on our next one. Peace.